So Nigel, thank you for being here today. Appreciate you coming all the way to my new studio.
Thanks for letting me be the first one in too.
No, glad to get you on here. I've got a lot to ask you and talk about. So tell us all a little bit about what you do day to day.
So I'm a partner at Philotimo, which is a management consultancy that specialises in the SME space. So essentially the easiest way is we help SMEs scale rather than that organic growth kind of phase. The role that I play in it essentially is connecting people. So I'm what we probably classically call a BD, though I hate that term.
Yeah.
So my entire contract says go out and make friends.
Yep.
So that's my job.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Really long-winded contract.
I helped write it, so it makes it really
Go
easy.
make friends.
Yeah.
Nice. So when you say that it's sort of like consulting with SMEs on how to be more productive, more profitable, that sort of thing? Or?
It's a holistic approach to it.
Yeah.
So the top end of town, the big corporates, they get the advantage of sort of accessing places like PwC and Ernst & Young and whatnot, who have a team of professionals around them with particular skill sets to help them in certain areas. There's not much of that representation for small to medium businesses.
No.
Most of us have to rely on a coach, a consultant, which are generally one person. A really good one will they'll help you grow your business, but it comes with its limitations. So it's their personal view, and then it comes with their gaps in knowledge, their personal bias, and those kind of things. So what we've done is we've been working, my business partners and I, together for 20 years across multiple small businesses. So we've used a lot of these people, and my business partner is incredibly intelligent. So he'd end up consulting back to these consultants on how to grow their business in really short term, essentially. But they were always focused on their area of speciality. So if they were an ex-accountant, everything was run by finance. So we kind of went, well, that's not, these big guys get to play in here and get a team around them. Let's take that down to the SME space and give it to the people who actually need it. Yeah. So we've got a data-backed model of what components need to be in place and a team of specialists from multiple areas. So we look at ourselves like the easiest way to look at it is like a Formula One team. So we're the pit crew, the clients we work with, they've got the race car on the track. They get assigned a lead consultant or the pit boss. Their responsibility is to have all the questions answered, not have the answers to all the questions. Yeah. And then it gets discussed amongst the panel, and means we can drop in specialists around certain areas. So we look at it, I'll be really honest, we were talking pre-rolling camera about Gary Vee and the Grant Cardone and all that kind of hustle culture around it and build your empire. I don't care what kind of business people build, because most people aren't built to grow an empire. That's a special type of person that needs 100%. To do that. So instead we look at it holistically. We kind of look at every area of the business and we can attack that. But the main thing is we want to build a business and help people design a business that delivers against what they want personally. Yeah. Because we spend so much time borrowing from that personal bank over my years and talking with thousands of business owners in it. They rarely give back consistently. And then they'll build something that on paper looks like a great business, but it's cost their health, their relationships, all those kind of things. What's the point? Yeah. Let's find out what you want to achieve over here and design this.
To suit that.
Rather than the other way around.
Awesome. Yeah. Awesome. So what's your experience with business? Where did you originally get started?
I am a learned business person. So I actually started, I have one of the most useless degrees in the world. Bachelor of Arts, acting, screen and stage.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Theatre kid.
Theatre kid. Still paying off that HEC debt.
Nice.
So I started out wanting to be in front of camera and doing those kind of things. Realised I hated saying other people's words. So at the end of my uni career, moved over to stand-up in various forms and improvisation. Ended up touring around the world for sort of 10 years doing that. But then realised that I didn't have the love of it to do it forever without reward. Yeah. Because when I started, there was these people that were icons of the industry, and I'd be sharing couches with them and everyone going, they are the funniest person. You'd listen to them and you go, why aren't you famous? 10 years later, sharing the same couch with those same people, kind of went, wait a second.
Hasn't gone anywhere.
Yeah. And then I was really lucky. One of the sort of the really respected people within the community sat me down one day and just went, look, if you can think of anything that you want to do half as much as this, go out and do that and be happy. And I just went, you're right. Yeah. I like doing the work, getting the reward.
Yeah.
But in performance or in stage, you can do all the work, but you just don't look right next to the person beside you or to what they're trying to achieve over here, even if you're perfect for the role. So from there, that was 2000, mid 2000s. Spent 10 years in pubs 7 nights a week, so was incredibly overweight and unfit. So decided to get fit.
Nice.
And I'm not really good at having hobbies. So it was at the height of the personal training craze.
Yeah, right.
So went and got myself certified and ended up training personal trainers, how to be personal trainers, those kind of things, and working with a group of ex-firemen or current firemen, training people up to pass the fireman's exam.
Oh, cool.
So essentially, I was the rabbit. If they could chase me and keep up with me, then they'd be able to pass the exam at that point.
Right.
I fell into business because I was lazy. I was living in St Kilda at the time, still doing comedy, doing all the stand-up-y kind of, doing the fitness stuff, and just went, I'm tired of at 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock in the morning driving across town to run these big open things. I just want a personal training studio that I can work at that's close to me. Looked across the road and there was either something that was a brothel or a personal training studio. Either way, it was going to be a good story.
Yep.
So I walked across the road, walked
Only
in
one
the
way
door.
to find out.
Yeah, 100%. Which is the way I've got myself in a lot of trouble over the years. But walked through the door and that's where I met my business partner.
Yeah.
So trained with him for 3 hours that day in how to do.
And he was a brothel owner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. But no, he's an ex-kickboxer that
Yeah.
had taken the masculinity out of it and turned the kickboxing exercises into something that you could do small group training with before it was a thing.
Awesome.
So met him, trained with him for 3 hours, and I've been working with him every day since then for nearly 20 years.
Great.
So so ended up owning half of that gym. He's been not only my best mate in it, but he's been a mentor through the whole time. He loves business.
Yep.
I love the way that he views business and what he's trying to achieve, and I know I can play a part in that.
Yeah.
So essentially, we've been working together as co-owners of business. I've been a supplier for some of his businesses until now, where we've got Philotimo going.
Awesome. And is it just you two in the team at Philotimo, or
No,
what's the
so
broader scope of it?
We're a very large team at the moment, split between in the consultancy space, we've got a team of 7.
Yep.
And then in the development space for Backable and whatnot, there's another 7 in there as well. So a team of 14 at the moment.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. So consulting side obviously is the direct dealing with the businesses, teaching them how to do things and looking at that holistic approach.
Yeah, that's face-to-face consulting,
Yep, the
either small
face-to-face.
group or one-on-one
Yep.
in that case.
Awesome.
Yeah.
The big question, the brand on the shirt, what is Backable?
What is Backable? Okay, I'll jump back a little bit to explain what it is.
Awesome.
So Philotimo, the core business and the
Yep.
consultancy that we've been running for 10 years, when we first started, Philotimo is a Greek term.
Yes.
It doesn't translate into any other language, and it's incredibly hard to spell. And when you have to keep giving your email address out to people, and you still have to go Philo, yeah, it gets quite difficult, but it is vital to how we operate.
Yep.
So Philotimo is a core tenet of Greek culture. If you break down the word, it means honor your friend, honor your neighbor, or for love of honor.
Yep.
So that's the ethos that we put into every interaction that we have. It's our job, if we sit down with someone, to help them become a better version of themselves without thought through our lens, which is small business and advisory from that space. When we first started, TK had this idea and this goal of helping every SME business owner achieve what they wanted to. So Philotimo was born, but there's been a massive gap in that space because one-on-one consultancy, even though we try and keep the prices as low as possible, there is a price tag associated with it
100%.
that most businesses or a lot of small businesses will never be able to afford.
Yeah.
So we've been chasing this dream, but had this gap.
Yep.
So what we've done over the last 10 years, the Philotimo is kind of a front. So while we've called it a management consultancy, it's actually a testing and training ground.
Awesome.
So we have over the last 2 years, as technology's kind of caught up, we've brought a bunch of devs in. So they work internally in the company full time for us because we need that backwards and forwards. But we've built the world's first generative AI business consultant.
Wow.
So it mirrors everything we do in store through an app.
Yeah, wow.
So it learns from you and becomes adapted to you.
Yeah.
So the difference between a generative AI is that it's a proactive agent.
Yeah.
It goes out. You don't. So you've got things like ChatGPT, the LLM models.
Yep.
The gap in that is that you need to know what to ask it and what prompts to give you an answer.
Yeah.
What I've seen from most people
Prompt
coming to us.
engineers, whatever they call themselves. Yeah.
But you still need to know what you don't know.
Correct.
Yeah. And that's the thing that most people come in to us going, I know how to do what I've done to get here. I don't know what to do next or even what questions to ask.
Yeah.
So they're never going to get the right answers from it.
100%.
So you, I, anyone else asks, how do I grow a small business to ChatGPT? I guarantee you're going to get within that much of the same 7 answers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where the generative AI comes into it is, and all the data that we've collected over the last 10 years, is that it will do sentiment analysis, it'll do tone analysis, it will analyze what you're trying to achieve from your business, where you're at, what your risk profile is, and make suggestions specific to you, not just a generalized business one. And the more you talk to it, the smarter it gets and the more aligned it gets
it learns
to you.
you.
Yeah. So TK's AI, his business mind that he's got is a smart ass.
Yeah.
It's kind of Ryan Reynoldsy.
Yeah. Right.
So it gives him a bit of a nudge every now and again and gives him a go up.
Speaking of Deadpool.
Yeah, 100%.
Good.
We had to tone down the Deadpoolness of his a little bit. Mine's a warm hug because I operate off, hey, you're doing a good job, buddy.
Empathy.
Just go do more
Yeah.
from that. So that sits at the core of it. So essentially that's a model, and there's a bunch of other things that sit on top of it to help with things like networking and connecting with the right people within your network.
Yeah.
That the AI will analyze where you are, who you are, what you're doing, go, hey, you should be in this room because the right people are in there. They're the right size. By the way, John, who's also in Backable, is here. He's a potential JV partner for you.
Oh,
should I go out and make a connection with him and arrange a meeting for you?
Yeah, right.
So the aim for that is to be able to give it away to as many people as possible around the world at the time when they need it most, which is in that time when they can't get the right sort of consultancy or the right kind of advice, so that they can actually break through that ceiling that if we can change, the aim is to change the failure rates of businesses and also the basic bank balance of businesses.
Yeah.
Because we're 70% of businesses worldwide is small businesses. Yeah. We account for 80 or 90% of the workforce and people we employ, but we're all expected to go out there and know everything.
Correct.
But very few people go into business loving business. They love the thing that they do, the thing that they sell, the thing that they make. They're so good at it that friends, fools, and family buy from them.
Yeah.
So they start
bolt
growing
on a business to it.
Yeah, this Frankenstein of a business sort of coming around you. And then someone's got to come in and go, actually,
you're doing that
let's
wrong.
unpick this bit here and get it. But we don't have the time to do that.
No.
So this puts it in people's pocket and enables them to actually just talk to someone in a non-judgmental kind of way and have mirrored it back. And then people will go out and hunt the things that you don't know to look for.
Wow.
And come back and go, hey, you're spending way too much over here on energy. Here's a cheaper energy offer.
Yeah.
Can I swap you over to that?
Yeah.
Here's an event you should be at, all those kind of things. It just, it takes the thinking away and goes, here are the daily actions you need to ladder up to the goal that you said you wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it's ambitious.
So is this out or is it?
We're in beta in 2 weeks.
Awesome.
So yeah, we've started the rollout through it and we've been having really warm receptions from a lot of very large companies.
Yeah.
So some multinationals and whatnot and some large banking institutions.
Great.
Because there's always been this moniker around people like these bigger companies going, we support small business or we want to support small business.
Yeah.
But they don't have a tool to do it.
Mm.
So we've built a tool that's non-competitive against everyone that helps support those people and gives them a way to go, hey, give it to your clients, let them use it, make their job easier so it makes your job easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My mind's racing. That's really cool. Yeah, far out. I need to log into this thing.
Oh, it's been amazing. The whole process has been really amazing because we have had the dev team sitting in there. So a lot of the core functions that come from it, they've come from...
Well, it's instant feedback.
Yeah, from our clients coming in and going, oh, I can't do this. Can it do this? And we go, well, not today. Then you walk in tomorrow and they go, well, now I can.
Yeah, now I can.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. So it learns with you, but it also would learn as new issues come up, new suggestions come up. It'd learn for the broader community as well, wouldn't it? It builds on itself.
It builds on itself from there, from de-identified data, so that we've got the history there. But as we grow to be the largest, or the aim is to be the largest small business community in Australia initially and then globally. Yeah. From there, it'll use all that data to help you along as well. Yeah. So it's the advantage of, say, Philotimo as against to someone working with Philotimo as against to not, is you've got 7 minds that are constantly working and looking for you. Yeah. Someone on Backable has the smartest brains in the world, all at once.
Thousands of case studies all at once.
All coming in and being rooted through to you and your way of working.
Yeah.
So if I had that when I was
customized to you, that's
yeah.
yeah, right. So this is huge.
Yeah.
Yeah. So launching in 2 weeks.
Launching in 2 weeks.
Is that launching the beta in 2 weeks, or is that
launching in the beta in 2 weeks to a select group?
Awesome.
Because we really want to make sure that the onboarding's right, that the experience is right. And, anytime that you create something, if you go for perfection before you put it into market, they're going to use it in a different way and it's not going to be perfect.
Yeah.
You're going to spend 6 months doing if I give you the app and you go, oh, it should do this.
Mm.
Yeah, it should. Okay.
Yeah, good point, actually.
Yeah. So we get it to the point where people can break it.
Yep.
And then we can fix it on a daily basis.
Great.
Yeah, really quickly.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So this was an idea that was had by your business partner previously. Just technology wasn't up to scratch.
Yeah.
And so it's always been part of the mission.
Yeah. So we've always run it. All the data's always been run paper-based.
Yeah. Wow.
And then the advent of AI, the really serious kick through
When it
on
properly.
it. Combined with COVID.
Yeah.
So it enabled us to have a little bit more time. And Tim actually started coding this bunch. He taught himself coding during COVID and started the process there. But he'd already gone out to a trip to New York and a couple of other places prior to COVID, talking with some major players going, this is what we're going to do. Yeah. So we've got people lined up everywhere just going, okay, cool. As soon as it's ready, tell us and we'll pump it out.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, cool. So I want to jump back to you for a second.
Yep.
Obviously we've discussed your role at Philotimo. Moving into the backable space, what does that mean for you? Are you going to be moving into more of a backable focus? Or are you going to be still doing the same thing, or is it going to change for you? Is your day-to-day going to change?
My day-to-day will change.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we've got to sort of see where the thrust of it is. But backable, if we know it's going to work in this space, but backable's all been running under our clients anyway in there. And it's spun out a bunch of other kind of products and services for larger clients and stuff that will support accountants and whatnot as well. Yep. But my job will always be talking to people because it's the only skill I have.
You're a very busy guy. So how do you manage your day? Meeting with all the people that you meet with and doing everything. How do you go about managing your week?
I'm not great at it, to be quite honest.
Do you have a PA?
No.
No. There's no secret weapon. It's just
No, it's just I'm in a phase of regular fitness now, and I think that is really important for me because I just see the energy levels drop and I can't keep up because I will switch from presenting for an hour in front of a group of people, jumping onto Zoom, talking to a tradie, then jumping across and running a meeting for high finance people, then coming back and doing some stuff in there. So my day is many and varied, and I would say that I'm probably the avatar people shouldn't follow because I will stack my day with 5-minute increments between meetings. Great. I run precision. Yeah. So for me, and it's been instilled in me since we first started, if you're 1 minute late to a meeting, you are late, the door is closed. Yeah. If you say you're going to be somewhere, be there. If you say you're going to end it at a time, end at that time. Yeah. So that's how I kind of run the day. And then I try and stack as much as I can in there. So there'll be days every 2 weeks, I'll try and stack a Zoom day. But essentially, I'm at the mercy of when events are running because most of my job is being out in front of people. Yeah. So it's when events are running, when can I go through this part, and this part? So I try and put a tidal flow to my day because I'm in the car a lot. So I go, if I've got a meeting that's booked, say out north, then I'll book 3 or 4 meetings coming back in. So it's not a waste of an hour and a half and 2 hours in the car. Yeah. I was going, okay, that's my day. Is just traveling from home out there and back again. But I'll stack 5 meetings into that. But it's something I constantly need to get tapped on the shoulder. Go, dude, just slow down, take a breath. Yeah. Sharpen the axe. Don't just keep cutting the tree. Yeah. So, yeah.
Well, I guess it's hard when you're excited about what you're doing.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just want to keep doing it.
And when you've got 7 devs in the office that eat a lot and you need to keep the lights on.
Yeah. So. Oh, yeah, there's also the running the business bit. Yeah, gotcha. So do you, obviously incredibly busy, do you have much spare time? Probably not. What do you do outside of work?
Outside of work.
Or are you a workaholic? You just don't
No,
stop?
I'm not. No. That's a very good question. I've been trying to figure that out.
Yeah.
I work a ton.
Yeah.
But when I'm on, I'm on, and I'm really made an effort since my daughter's been born that when I'm off, that's it.
Yeah.
So a clear boundary of like if you try and call, unless people that know me know not to call me after 6:30.
Yeah.
If they do, I know it's an emergency and I'll pick up. But I go, no, this is my work time. This is my home time. I try not to blend. I try to integrate my life into my home life into work, but I don't try and bring work home.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. And from that, like essentially the way I relax, there's, as I said, exercise and really dorky stuff. Like I love skipping.
Yeah.
Which I have to do skipping, not skipping
Yeah.
most of the time for it.
Yeah.
I took up, I taught myself how to draw about 3 years ago because I've always been a massive comic book nerd.
Yep.
And always wanted to be a drawer but never picked up a pencil.
Yep.
So now I do that and that's really meditative for me.
Yeah.
And then try and tire my daughter out so she goes to sleep.
Yeah.
That's essentially my life.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So with the drawing, are you doing a comic book style or is it just any particular sort of style? Or?
I go through phases. So I started with I wanted to draw comic books and like I started off as a DC base. So Batman and Superman I've got so many pictures of everywhere.
Yeah.
So I started in that style and then because I was learning from YouTube, I was at the mercy of whatever they decided.
Yeah.
So I went through a phase of I've tried for ultra realism for photos and portraits and stuff. Now I'm going through an animal phase because I want to learn how to draw. It's usually there's some technique that I want to learn and then I'll base a picture around that. And then once I do it once, I go, well, I've got to do it 3 or 4 times now.
To get good at it.
To do that. Yeah. And then so I've got these little triptychs or whatnot of themes.
Yeah.
So I've just switched over to dogs at the moment.
Nice.
Yeah.
Any particular type of dog?
First one's been a Dalmatian.
Yeah. Is that your favourite breed?
No, I just love the picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's just scroll through Pinterest and go, oh, that looks awesome. Let's see if I can draw that.
Yeah. Nice. What is your favourite breed of dog?
It's my dog, Staffy Kelpie Cross.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Good, very friendly dog. So, so drawing obviously is very therapeutic. It'd be very time consuming though.
Yeah.
How often do you find yourself drawing in a week?
I draw twice a week.
Yeah.
On a Saturday and Sunday morning from 4 a.m. to 7 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And is it the case of your phone when you're at home is in the other room, it's nowhere near you, you can't trust yourself not to pick it up, so you just leave it out?
Oh, no, I hate my phone. Because
nice.
it's constantly ringing all the time.
Yeah.
But it's a sign for me.
Okay, Mr. Popular. Jeez.
Oh, no. People who want stuff.
Yeah, of course.
But no, when I'm at home, there's too much temptation to pick it up.
Yeah.
So it is always on silent. It's always in my bedroom.
100%.
So that way I'm always focused with my daughter, with my family, because there's a limited amount of time there and I don't want to make the mistakes that I've seen in my previous sort of history. Because one of the best things my dad said and he's not much of a talker, but when he found out, when I told him that we were having a kid, he sat me down and just went, the biggest regret of my life is that I spent too much time working and missed too much of what you were doing.
Yeah.
In there. So I just went, if you can actually put those words together, done. Bang.
Out.
So on a weekend, it's my wife has her own business, which takes her out a lot of the weekends. So it's just me and my daughter, like for most weekends all the time. So it's brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah, love it.
Awesome. Cool. So what did your dad do?
Dad was an understated dude. He was ostensibly a warehouse manager for a seed cleaning company. So you might have heard, Yates Seeds? Yeah. So we lived up in Campbelltown and he was a warehouse manager there.
Yep.
Then this small little breakout crew decided, screw it, we're going to start our own company. And they took him with them. So he got shares in that. We moved back to Griffith. And now they are the largest commercial seed cleaning company in the world and bought Yates.
Wow.
Essentially. And Dad, which I didn't realize at the time, just go, he just works in a thing. He puts chemicals around seed to make it do it.
Yep.
But he's invented a bunch of stuff to increase germination and whatnot. And he's just tinkering away in the little studio that he's got there. So, yeah, that's what he did do. Now he does as little as possible.
Nice.
Yeah.
So retired. Yep.
Yeah.
Good. Awesome. So, interesting. That's
that would have been a horrible way for me to tell you he was dead.
He
does as little as possible.
Yeah. He's as little as possible.
He just lays there.
He's not here anymore. That's jeez. Yeah, that's that would be incredibly brutal. I appreciate you not doing that. Thank goodness he's not dead. Yeah, now I'm just thinking about how
Sorry,
I would have reacted to that. So, right. So he was obviously a hard worker. He'd spent a lot of time at work and obviously missed a bit with you. Obviously, he's regretted that.
Yeah, well, he grew up on a farm, so
Yeah.
he was used to it. And then we went and I worked the farms, the commercial farms when I was a kid as
Yeah.
well. And I'd always he'd be out at 5 in the morning and sort of come home at 5:30 at night. And I always said, I'm not going to work country. I'm not going to work a farm because I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
And then I've just found a way to replicate that in a business sense.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
I work longer hours than he did. And I'm going, oh, come on, dude, get your shit together.
Yeah, I don't want to get up early. Oh, okay. Just do it every day. Is that... So you grew up in Griffith?
Yeah, so till I was 6 was in Campbelltown.
Yep.
Then we moved back so my mum and dad came from Griffith originally.
Gotcha.
So then we moved back there just by coincidence, and we had my grandmother and stuff were in town as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. So always close to family or?
Close to that part of the family.
Yeah.
The rest of everyone lives far north
Yeah.
from that point. And I'll be honest, it's probably not my strong suit in keeping connections in that space. So it's something I've got to work on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay. What about, well, obviously you're very good at connecting with people. Do you have a strong tribe of non-work friends around you that support you and that you catch up with often? Or how do you fit in a social life to your busy calendar?
My social life is around business.
Yeah.
I'm really lucky. My business partners are my best friend and my best friend's wife, who was a very close friend of mine that I introduced him to.
Oh.
Many years ago.
Right, so
Good
you're
days and
responsible
bad
for
days.
that. Yeah.
That's what she keeps saying.
Yeah.
I go, dude, we've all got choices. All I did was make the introduction.
Yeah. Wow.
And I think I introduced them with you'll either love each other or kill each other. I'm still undecided which way it's going to go.
Yeah. Still not sure. Some days. Yeah. Yeah. Rough.
But no, I'd say I get to work with my closest friends.
Okay.
And then outside of that, it's family, to be quite honest.
Awesome.
Yeah. So I have a very small group of close people, but they're intensely close that I would both kill and die for.
Yeah. And that's deliberate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were asking me about having a daughter before, and I go, I've only got the one because I know my limit.
Yep.
I know I can I like to be good at things.
Yep.
I know I'm a great friend to a small group of people. Widen it out.
Don't stretch
It's going to weaken it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Covered a lot of ground really, really quickly. So you're obviously into comic books.
Yep.
You're a movie buff?
I am. I'm less so now than I used to be. So now it's pretty much pure escapism.
Yep.
But we live in a golden age where all of my love of comic books is now transferred into the pop culture movies.
It's awesome, isn't it? Obviously more so in the Marvel side, not the DC side. But
but the new Superman movie it's a contentious thing. It has taken a step in the right path for
100%.
true DC fans.
Yes.
It's like the fact that one of the things coming out is kindness is the new punk rock.
Oh, man.
Oh,
it's great.
A Superman that likes helping people and is happy.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think they really missed an opportunity with Henry to do that Superman, because that's probably the Superman that he would want to have played.
It may end up, if it had played out, it may have ended up getting to that point.
But it never got there.
No.
Which is
it was cut off.
Wasted opportunity, I think.
But did you hear there is a rumour, and it is a rumour, that James Gunn has tapped Cavill to be the new Batman?
I heard it was Alan Richardson, the guy who played Reacher.
Yeah.
That would... Either way
is good. But that Superman that Cavill played was essentially Batman in a Superman suit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if that happened, it would bring both of those two idiotic warring cultures together, like the Snyder Bros and that, and just go, okay, cool. Now you got nothing to complain about.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Go away.
Stop your bitching.
Yeah, 100%. So, I think Marvel's sort of been the more dominant of the two in the movie space. Yeah. But DC had a lot of really good TV shows. Did you get around them much? Or? Yeah. So Arrow and stuff. I remember watching Arrow when I'd finished.
The whole Arrowverse.
Yeah, all that sort of stuff was
and
really
then
cool.
Titans as well.
Yes.
And they owned the animated space. All those DC animated films are spectacular.
So good.
Now if they can mirror that across into the new whatever they're building, then it's going to be brilliant. But Marvel, they nailed that cross-promotional. Every tier had similar design, had similar tone of voice, so you could watch anything from S.H.I.E.L.D. go across to the Avengers cartoon, then go up to the movies, and they all tie in together and have the same feel around it.
100%.
It was absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
And the fact that they launched, sorry, you've hit on one of my
no,
favorite
go,
topics.
please. It's
When they launched Iron Man and they launched the Avengers, they launched with their C team. The rights to every major popular comic book character was owned by Sony and the others. So they couldn't access the mutants. They couldn't access Spider-Man. They couldn't access Fantastic Four.
No.
And they went, oh, no, we're going to start a movie thing with the guys that nobody else wanted. That is amazing.
Now it's the team that everyone wants.
Yeah. So Iron Man was a joke at the time. Like we were walking around in that bucket head kind of thing. And Captain America was kind of goofy. But then now, like they've managed to drive. Yeah, it's amazing what they've done and take it from bankruptcy into the next phases. It's brilliant.
I'm more of a Marvel guy. I love Iron Man. Loved Captain America, the First Avenger. Like the starting off with those two, and launching the whole cinematic universe has been such an awesome period to live through and experience. The whole Infinity Saga has just been epic.
Yeah, phase 1. Of Marvel, there was not a misstep across 12 movies and all the tie-ins.
Yep.
They had trouble finding their feet in the multiverse kind of one, but I think now that you've got not Tobey Maguire, what's his name?
Tom Holland.
And that Spider-Man coming in, and Fantastic Four and the mutants coming in. The only issue I can see is that they go too deep in the weeds for comic books because they're doing Secret Wars and all those kind of things.
Yeah, that's sort of where they've lost me a little bit, but
when you have to watch all the tie-ins to understand what happens,
100%.
You go, it's not what Stan Lee, when he did all those Marvel characters, his whole ethos was that it's the splash page at the front. Every time, any new reader should be able to join the story and feel like they're part of it.
Correct.
So that's where he had the Peter Parker.
Blah, 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 be able to grab any comic book where you're at. Yeah.
And I think they've walked themselves back a little bit from that.
Yeah, they're probably pulling back now, but it was definitely, like, I just love how it was all brilliantly, like, one of the greatest feelings ever was being in the cinema when there were all the different crossovers in, like, it all just came together. And it was like the most satisfying thing ever, because you've watched all these movies over years and years and years, and then all of a sudden, oh my gosh, they're all on the same screen. It's so cool.
Captain America, like, picking up Mjolnir.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's going,
that was it. The better one, and, this might be slightly controversial. I don't think it is, actually. Spider-Man with the 3. Oh my goodness.
And actually doing the meme, like, with the pointing and stuff. Yeah.
Yes. Like, so good. That was...
no, it was brilliant, but it was also inclusive.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't have to you knew enough if you were just a casual viewer to go, oh, he's been Spider-Man, he's been Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Oh, bang, they're on. Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, they're actually here.
Yeah.
It was the rumor that it was going to happen, and it's probably not, because all of these different legal issues and stuff. And then, oh my God, Tobey Maguire's on my screen.
But the power of what Marvel have created to be able to go, no, you own the property, give it to us.
Yeah.
And to be able to pull that from other places, like, that was unheard of years ago.
I mean, they are backed by the House of Mouse, but
yeah, but still,
that helps.
It's still a huge,
massive achievement.
To get them in is one thing. To give creative control of your license to another studio, that's huge.
100%. It's been an era. That's for certain.
Yeah, you're probably too young to remember it, but I was alive when Keaton's Batman came out.
Oh yeah,
and those kind of things. Like, you would go and see every single superhero movie that came out, whether it was Blank Man or which was the Damon Wayans kind of low budget one.
Yeah,
but you would find a reason to love it because it was a comic book movie.
Yeah.
Now, and I would go, every single thing that came out, I'd watch. Now I can't keep up with it.
No, there's too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could watch solely superhero stuff and then lose my reality.
And do you think that's because of the advent of the streaming services? Because it's so accessible now to watch this content. It's not reliant on going to a cinema and then waiting for the DVD to come out or the VHS or whatever. It's so accessible they can put out so much more content, because there are going to be the people that don't, have lives that can watch all the content. Do you think that's had an impact?
We have the ability to binge stuff now.
Incredible.
So what took us, if you were a fan of Buffy, you watched it every Tuesday night for 24 weeks, plus you put the breaks in there and you have to be in spot. Now you can watch that in a weekend.
Yeah.
So I think that's done a lot to it, but I think our attention span has shifted greatly. So it used to be, I remember E.T., showing my age, being in the cinema. Like I used to go to holiday programs when I was really young.
Yeah.
And I remember going to 3 different holiday programs, which was 3/4 of a year.
Yeah.
E.T. was in the cinema that whole time.
Yeah, wow.
Now, Superman came out, 5 weeks ago?
Yeah.
It's in streaming. It'll be available for streaming 45 days after the first release date in cinema.
Is it still in cinemas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's coming out
But
for
it's already-
streaming on the 26th of August.
Yeah, right. You're
So-
going to watch it again, aren't you?
100%.
Of course. Well, it's certainly it's an interesting space because, I mean, they've got all the old shows that used to, the best thing that Netflix ever came up with was the skip intro button.
Yeah.
Because it'd do the previously on whatever show and it'd give you the rundown because you watched it last week and now it's the next episode and you need the rerun. No, I watched it 30 seconds ago and I'm now pressing play again.
But it's interesting to see how Netflix is, and the streaming and binge watching has affected storytelling. Because I went back and watched, because I was a huge Buffy fan.
Yeah.
Because obviously nerd. They would rely on the fact that you saw one episode a week to transition time within the show.
Oh.
So they'd be able to go, this, and then a bunch of stuff would happen in between. And in your brain, you go, oh, no, it's been that long. So obviously,
it makes sense.
now you watch it back to back and you go, a lot of bad shit happened to that person in 12 days. So now the storytelling has changed really quickly.
Yeah. I think also that people have gotten this idea of we've got shorter attention spans now. People need a lot more to be happening. Do you find that shows now have to be a lot more fast-paced and more packed as well? Because I went back and watched The Sopranos.
Yeah.
Because I think it's the greatest TV show of all time. I'm one of those guys. And the pacing feels a lot slower.
Yeah.
Especially early on. And it's like, yeah, this is the pioneer, this is the groundbreaker, this is why TV shows are what they are today. But it's so different because of the pacing differences and because, I think it's to do with attention span, but also probably having access to the streaming services instead of having to buy the box set.
Yeah, no, that's true. I think we're in a transition phase at the moment because I think it's going to get more frenetic as we go. Because looking at my daughter, like she watches YouTube. So we've got, it's the one stupid thing I've ever bought, which is the biggest TV I've ever seen in my life in the smallest room I've ever seen. What does she use it for? She's watching TikTok videos on it. So she's watching things
TV?
in 7-second blocks.
How old is she?
9.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
And she's on the TV.
On the TV, just going bang, 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 bang through. So that is now the audience that they're creating for in the next phase.
I probably wouldn't know how to put TikTok on my TV, let alone.
She watches it through YouTube.
Yeah.
And those kind of things. But she's predominantly through YouTube, which is user-generated content. The energy levels are higher in it, and they're shorter attention span again. So the people that are now going to be making our next series of content rather than movies and whatnot, that's their framing. So we're going to have 6-minute TV shows over and over again, which is great for Bluey, but...
Great show.
Yeah. It's one of my favourites.
It's it's crazy. Like I always find that, Rick and Morty's like a 20-minute episode. That seems too short for me.
But they pack so much into
it. They
do.
Yeah. Because it is that kind of, and it's that kind of story. It lends itself to being crammed full of whatever they put in. But with, I can't imagine something like, The Sopranos or Breaking Bad or, The Blacklist being crammed into something that was like just a 20-minute episode. It feels like it has to be at least 40. Yeah,
well, that's the framing of it. But now what used to be have to sit within 22 minutes or 44 minutes, I love the fact now you can watch a streaming show and they go, this episode's only a 35-minute one. This one's a 45. It's framing the timing to fit the story rather than framing the story to fit the time.
Yeah.
So I think that gives a lot more freedom and creativity around it.
Do you find that it's happening in music? Are you into music as well?
I'll be honest, I don't get music. I listen to it, but my music is stand-up comedy. I understand the rhythm.
Right.
So I will listen to stand-up specials like other people listen to albums.
Yeah.
But my wife's very into music, my daughter is, but it just, for me, it's never been something that's been in the background for me.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Because I listen to some of the comedy stuff on Spotify as well. It's just in my liked playlist. So it's just there. And I'll have, whatever else I've got on there. And then it'll just be a comedy. And I'll sit and listen to it. But if I'm in a music mood, I'll skip it.
Yeah.
But I do understand the idea of just sitting there and listening to comedy. That would be good.
Oh, there's a cadence to it. And then when you get into the right things, like you can go, oh, this is my sad comedy. This is my happy comedy. This is my screw the world comedy kind of stuff.
See, I've got
it's just how I get
music
it.
playlists.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I just can't hook to it. And if it's music that I listen to, it's always lyrics driven, not the music itself.
Yeah. Okay. So it's more the words.
Yeah.
What kind of music is that?
I'm showing my age again. I think I'm stuck in 2010.
It's okay.
2020.
I'm stuck in like the 50s. I'm a Frank Sinatra guy. So
like,
it's
awesome.
Yeah.
I like that kind of stuff in the background. I grew up with a country bass, so I like that kind of like the swagger
old
type
school
stuff.
Country.
A little bit of old school country, so some old Kenny Rogers, Dolly Parton, Ray Charles.
Yep.
But then coming into, I'm liking the new country stuff that's kind of coming that dirty kind of sound to it.
Awesome.
But then it's anything, I was thinking about this the other day, it's anything that could potentially be used, any song that could potentially be used as a training montage in a Disney movie. So Fall Out Boy, Linkin Park, all of that kind of stuff.
That's incredible.
Because I was listening to all this stuff and just going, I've seen this.
Can you make a Spotify playlist and call it that? Music for training montages. And I feel like that would just get enough hits as well. You can put a little Backable logo in there and just it's promotional. It's promotional. Could be AI generated. This is all of the ones that have ever been included in a montage, ever.
But yeah, no, I looked at a playlist I put together and went, no. I can put the scenes. I know where this has come from.
Yeah. Is it just training montages, or you're going to have a little bit of Scarface in there as well?
No, it's training montages.
Really?
It's
just
where
training.
they're being beaten up. Like if you look Percy Jackson and the Olympians, like Big Hero 6, any of that kind of stuff.
That's incredible. Yeah. Do you have that as your gym playlist?
No, I have
missed opportunity, man.
Because I do a lot of skipping, so I've got a specific jump rope playlist.
Yeah.
Because it's got a certain beats per minute to it. A lot of the words that are said on there cannot be put inside. Always has to be in headphones.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Every so often it goes onto the Wi-Fi, and then there's a bunch of stuff that I go, that's obviously I'm the one playing this.
Yeah. So when you say it's more about the words, do you listen to any rap stuff? Is that something that enters into the equation?
A little bit. I went through a massive Aussie hip hop phase.
Yeah, okay.
So when Hilltop Hoods kind of took off and all that kind of stuff, so I really liked that. And then going across into some like the streets, I really they get kind of offbeat, kind of stuff. And Eminem, obviously, because everyone does. Yeah. And then anything that makes me feel happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And how do you find it?
Random.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just put on the radio or. And I mean, when I say radio, I mean Spotify radio, like radio to this song.
No, I will go into, like, I'll play a certain few songs and then see what the recommendations come from that. And then, so I just found a new band the other day, which I'd never heard of, which just fits in my genre perfectly. So thank you. Put you over here. Yeah.
Nice. That's how I build so many playlists. I've got really weird playlists. I've got it depends. 80s playlist goes for like 18 hours, some ridiculous number, because I was brought up correctly.
Did you say your 80s playlist?
80s playlist.
The only reason you have an 80s playlist is because you didn't live through the 80s.
Well, yeah.
Well,
I grew up in Portland, so they're kind of 50 years behind everyone else. So
fair enough.
And I love Portland, just to be clear. The 80s playlist is just all the stuff that my parents used to listen to and all that good stuff. And then I've got and because Spotify's so good, it just suggests songs, and I'm like, I've heard that once, way back when, and it was a ripper, and I can't place it. And there was one song, and I can't remember it now, but there was just this one song that I'd heard a couple of times as a kid that I was just like, that is a ripper song, and I love that melody. And then it turned out it was Kids.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And I was like, it came on the radio, the actual radio, and I was like, oh my God, that's a song. And now I can Shazam it, and I know what it is. And so now it's in the playlist. Not that one, but another one. And yeah, just growing up vibes. I've got a Latin American playlist. I got, random stuff.
Yeah,
Celtic folk music, like all sorts of random nonsense. And if I'm just like, that one.
I tell you what, the only music that I really get into, I'm a musicals fan. I love show tunes.
Now you're speaking my language.
Yeah.
Awesome. What's your favorite musical?
What's your favorite mood? So different moods for different musicals for different moods.
Touché, sir.
Yeah. Hamilton, obviously, is up there.
Yep.
And In the Heights, which is one of his lesser known ones, is great. But Phantom, Miss Saigon, Into the Woods. What else have we got? Rent, because I was in that age group.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of the original music, not these new bastardized musicals which just use popular songs and jam them into it.
Yeah.
So, but anything Andrew Lloyd Webber did, you just kind of went at the time. You go, beautiful.
Up there. Yeah, good. Just
That's what got
sure.
me in at the start.
Making sure. That was my
I've
first
seen
musical.
that in every city that I've lived in.
Wow.
So yeah, so it's if I could sing as well as that,
Now you've got a list
gold.
of cities that you've lived in.
Visited and
Visited.
So
Okay.
I've seen it in West End, I've seen it in Sydney, I've seen it in Melbourne. I saw a dodgy production in Adelaide, which was better than any of the other ones that I've seen. To be
It's
quite
always
honest.
the best when it's like a local theatre group and they nail it.
Yeah. And Valjean can't hit those notes.
Yeah, but he tries.
We've changed everything.
We're just going to drop this. We're just going to drop the octave immediately. Okay, so Les Mis was my first musical as well. That was the first one that my parents took me to go see.
Mine was Miss Saigon.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. And do you have like a massive DVD collection of musicals that you're going to force your daughter to watch later on, or is she sort of into them now? Or
No, we've gone to see. She's into them to a degree, so we've gone to a couple of musicals together. But I try not to force her into anything. I follow what she's interested in, and I try and gain an interest into it. So she was a big fan of Zombies, the musical, the movie series, which is, I'm ashamed to say, quite catchy. In the end,
love it.
So I'd like,
it's like, actually, that was all right.
yeah, sitting there going, why do I have to watch this? And then all of a sudden find myself on the way into work going, I'm just going to play the soundtrack, singing along top of my lungs to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think she's more physically focused.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah, she's into acrobatics and circus, and she runs Spartan with me and those kind of things.
Cool.
So yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So you're a car singer as well then?
Massively.
I'm huge in the car is like the JBH concert.
Oh,
Like,
really?
Yeah, I love it. And when I'm in the car with other people and they don't have music on, or they don't have a Bluetooth setup, or they don't have anything, I'm just sort of like, so what do you do in this vehicle that we're in? Like, do you just talk the whole time, or what's the go? Like, are we doing anything here? And yeah, there was like camping trips that I used to go on, and I'd just play. If the parents weren't playing anything, I'd just play it on my phone.
Yeah.
And just start singing. And we're going to do it. We're singing. This is happening. But yeah, people that just drive around with their windows down with nothing playing. Like, what?
They're insane.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Who hurt you?
A podcast, sound.
Be very
of some
careful
kind.
about what you say about podcasts. It's hopefully nothing negative. Good.
No,
Good.
I live across the Westgate Bridge.
Yeah.
Podcasts have saved my life.
Yes. The bridge is great fun. It's going to be great fun after this. We're going to head out right at peak hour. aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Love that for us.
And 2 to 3 hours, it's all good.
Yeah. So do you listen to many podcasts?
I cycle through. So I'm going through an audiobook phase at the moment, but then I'll deep dive into a podcast and just listen to it back to back for ages. And they're generally the more comedy-based podcasts.
Yep.
So my favourite performers and those kind of things doing it because I love what it's been able to do for their careers. It's actually, podcast has put the power back into the creator's hands,
100%.
not the agent's hands.
Yep.
And now they've got these thriving careers where the people, they have sole ownership. And whether you like Joe Rogan or not, you just go, he does what he wants to do and you can come along or not.
And he's funny.
Yeah.
You can't argue with that. And he does really good impressions too. And I feel like that's not a comedy that's often explored. Like he did this really good Dr. Phil impression on an episode a while ago. It was like the perfect Dr. Phil impression. And I've gone back and I've listened to it again. I'm like, that was actually really good. Like he nailed that.
Yeah, and he brings his friends along 100%. As well. Like what he's done for comedy has changed the way that comedy's operated in that. Like he's moved the base, or the strong base of comedy from New York and LA out to Austin.
Yeah.
He's created a venue specifically to look after emerging talent and not take advantage of them.
Yep.
And he gets people on and goes, here, go.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like you. You should have a voice.
Yeah.
Here's your platform.
Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Brilliant. Yeah.
So good. And feel like him leading the way with podcasts has sort of led to like Theo Von and other people that have sort of done similar things. And they've taken it in a totally different direction, but it's still awesome and it's still been super beneficial for them.
100, and there's so many different styles. So you look at Sam Morrill, you've got Bert and Tom with Two Bears, One Cave and their individual podcasts as well. Kill Tony.
Yeah.
That's
so funny.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
man.
each of these people now have their own voice and they have control over, like they can feed their family without having to worry
Correct.
about, oh, you need me to come in to do that. And the fact they can turn down movies, they can turn down doing late night and they just go, no, this is my moneymaker. That's where I have fun.
Yeah.
The fact that we have, I think there's 15 stadium touring comics at the moment in the world.
Incredible.
No one did stadiums. Like the Netflix doing all the specials every year, they may have gone a little bit hard on it and some of the specials have dropped off because I remember back when a special was a special.
Yeah, it was special.
Yeah, when you look at Eddie Murphy, Raw, Delirious,
yeah.
You just go, like, everyone watched those. Now there's 400 specials on there. But
allows you to pick and choose, though.
yeah, 100%. It's raised the bar.
It's the Netflix way.
Yeah. So now you can have access to that as a stand-up locally, and then you have to be on game.
Yeah.
But the local stand-ups don't have enough stage time to get as good as that. So in New York, you can do 7 shows a night. In Austin, you can do 7 shows a night, 7 nights a week. In Australia, when I was doing it, you get 2 to 3 shows in a week, 5 to 10 minute spots, maybe doing a feature somewhere. That was as good as it got.
Yeah.
You can't have the reps behind you to deliver. But now podcasting evens that out.
Yep.
People are fleshing out ideas on this. Like, who is it? Mike Birbiglia. He's one of the best stand-ups. Very story-based. It's brilliant. I highly recommend watching any of his specials.
Yep.
But he's got a podcast called Working It Out, where he sits and talks with other comics, and they actually go, I've got this idea for a joke in here, and they actually workshop the joke in person, and then you get to see it sort of progress into where it ends up on a special.
Yeah.
So now I think there's this whole culture of comedy aficionados. I don't know if that's a word.
Yeah.
But and I consider myself one of those. I love watching the process of creation and watching a joke or an idea that started over here become the fully fledged at the back
100%.
end and being understanding of the process along the way.
Well, I love going to the comedy clubs that have like, not an open mic night, but they've got set people, but they're just sort of trialing their jokes.
Yeah.
And they'll come out and they'll say something and they'll put a feeler out to the audience and the audience will either really respond well or just nothing.
Yeah, no.
And just how they go from that to the next thing and they're just working it out. And it's so cool to watch that live. Like I've got so much, it would terrify the crap out of me to go out and just try stuff.
It is
and
the
I love
best
how
feeling.
they do it. It's so cool.
Yeah. But it's weird. Like comedy is one of the few professions that you have to be in front of your audience to make it work.
100%.
You can't write it in a vacuum and then put like music.
No.
You write it, you perform it. Yay. Here, you write it, you put it in front of me and go, oh, okay. I've got to move that, change that, do that. But that's when it comes to life.
And it's about timing and everything else.
Yeah. And you can do
and
something exactly right 10 times in a row and you get to the different audience and it dies on the vine.
Yeah.
But I love that feeling. And I think that's probably one of the best things that comedy gave me because I did various forms of it. So I had a musical comedy trio, which is comedy cheating.
Awesome.
Yeah, essentially. So just not good enough to be a proper singer, good enough to be a comedy singer. Then did solo stand-up, but spent a lot of time doing improvisation.
Yeah.
So Tony down at the Comics Lounge, this was many years ago, he was great to us.
I was there last week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really good.
Yeah, so we had a show that ran on a Sunday afternoon for 9 years.
Yeah.
Every Sunday afternoon, get up there and do that and just make shit up off the top of your head.
Yeah.
But he was nice enough to me and 2 of my mates who went out and did our own little group for it. He put us up on Saturday night every night for 3 years in front of 600 people with the best names and just goes, no, go make stuff up.
Do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you've got no microphones in that kind of route, you're just going bang and Jim Owen's in front of you. You've got McAuliffe on the other side of you and you're just going to go, all right, boys, let's see what happens.
We better deliver.
Yeah. But I think that served me really well in what I do now because I'm not tied to an outcome.
Yeah.
So, and a lot of the skills that I kind of accumulated as I grew up, I kind of went, oh, that's a waste of time. I failed at that, did that. They've all kind of contributed now to give me this unique skill set where I can sit down and comfortably talk with anyone and go, how can I get you to where you want to go?
Yeah.
Rather than go, how can I get what I want from you? So, yeah, it's been really fun along the way.
So run me through how you went about creating jokes. Obviously improv, there's levels of improv.
Yep.
You would have had some sort of idea what you were going to do.
Nope.
No, just total fresh air.
So different formats and whatnot. So there are different games which give you a structure.
Awesome.
So you go, okay, so this is I can't even remember any of them anymore. This is a game where interpretive dance was one of my best games. So I'd have someone sitting there doing an interview, and I was the sign language person.
Yeah.
As they're doing it live. So I'd have to do all the physicality around it.
Yeah.
Then you'd have musical games where they go, okay, give me a theme. Okay, now give me a musical style. Piano player just start, and you go, okay, I've got to sing something.
Yeah.
So it gives you structure around that part of it.
Mm.
Yeah. But the best ones were essentially just, this is an open scene. Just don't say no. Go.
Far out.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. And obviously you had that, but you also did not regular stand-up comedy, like where you would actually think about your jokes and plan them out and that sort of stuff. What is that process like for you? How do you come up with stuff? Is it stories? Is it stuff that's happened to you and then you're just like, let's exaggerate it a little bit? Or is it total?
I wasn't a
from
great
scratch?
solo stand-up. I was a really good host, which
Okay.
was enabled to, like, because I could run off an audience and then go, cool, I've got a little bit of here, I can run with what you're saying.
Yep.
I never really got off the ground because I spent most of the time doing either improv or the musical comedy trio, which was very set piece to get to this song.
Yes.
Bang. Okay, get the applause, feel a little bit guilty that you didn't get the real applause that a stand-up would get, then move on to the next one. When I went over to stand-up, to traditional stand-up, it was, what's an idea that's needling around in my head? Let's try and create something around that. There's much better people that they walk around with, they're taking notes the whole time. They're doing voice notes and those kind of things. But I just had a couple of set pieces that I'd get maybe 50 or 60% of the way there. And because I knew I had that improv background, put it in front of an audience, and then that's where the real joke would come. I'd think there was a joke here.
Yeah.
And then the backwards and forwards go, oh no, that's the joke. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
And then fold that into the joke from
Surprise punchline. Yeah.
there.
Nice. Okay, cool. So how long did you do that for?
About 10 years altogether. Yeah.
Awesome. And so you obviously did theatre at university.
Yep.
Was it something that you wanted to, when did you find yourself wanting to get into comedy? Was it early on?
No, it was one of the guys
into it.
Yeah, one of the guys in my class had done stand up.
Yeah.
And he told me about it. I went, oh, that's a thing? Okay. Let's give that a shot.
Yeah.
And it was when I really realized that I didn't really like saying other people's words.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't great. I was good in the area that I was, but then when I never judge myself on the group that I'm in. I go, where's the best? Could I stack up against that, or could I learn to do that?
Yeah.
And I went, no, I couldn't. I don't. I'm not that emotionally aware.
Yep.
I can't tap into it. I can't get over myself. Get in front of a camera and go, I forget how to walk, kind of thing. So
the amount of politicians are the number one criminal in this space is when they've got the intern holding the camera and slowly walking away so they can do that slow approach to the camera. It's like, you guys look like you're serial killers. It's terrifying. You literally forget how to walk. And it's like you're learning for the first time, and it's terrifying.
Walking is hard in front of a camera. As soon as you're conscious of it, you go, which way do my arms go?
It's like thinking of breathing. Do you ever think about breathing? It's like all of a sudden, I am. I do now, and now I've stopped, and now I've forgotten how to breathe.
Now trouble. Oh, sorry. But so when I realized that I was really uncomfortable with that, or didn't like being directed in ways that I didn't understand or didn't agree with, I just went, hey, there's this whole other world where I can create whatever I want.
Yeah.
Let's go do that.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Awesome. And that's ruled your actions ever since. You like doing things that are aligned with your values.
Yeah, and I think it's that starting off in the musical comedy trio, I like working with partners.
Yeah.
Because if it goes bad, I've got someone in the car on the way home to go, oh, that went bad. Yeah, I don't have to do the lonely ride as well. Yeah. What am I doing with my life?
Oh, God, why did I do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I like getting a tight team around me of people that I know that if I say something, that I don't have to worry that they won't pick up the ball at the right time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great that you've got that collaborative focus throughout your friendship circle, your work, your business. You've had it the whole way there. I think that's really cool.
I know my skill set and I know where I lack, and I lack in a lot of areas, and they're great in those areas. Yeah. So if I can complement, that's all I want to do is play a part. I don't need to be like, I think I got into acting because I wanted to be famous. Yeah. And when I realized that, I went, oh no, I don't like the attention.
Yeah. Actually, stop looking at me.
Yeah. I just want to play a part in somebody else's story.
Yeah. You're an Avengers. Full circle moment.
Perfect.
Well, thank you so much for being here. Thank you very much for taking the time to come sit down with me on my little podcast and have a chat. It's been really great to talk to you, get to know you a bit better. Where can people find you?
Here at the moment.
There's that comedy. No, like Instagram.
Instagram is Philotimo Nige.
Yep.
And just search Nigel Walton. There's very few of us.
And Backable.
That's the way to find me the best, easiest.
Awesome.
Done.
Thank you very much. Appreciate you.
Thank you, mate.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Done.
That's it.